Hello guys and welcome back to BTD6. Today we'll be playing Phayze on streambets, but this is not going to be really my focus of this video because sadly I already beat this boss on normal, but my recording got nuked by my PC basically. The recording isn't there anymore, sadly. It appeared and I clicked on it and it just nuked itself. It just got destroyed, got shattered into nothingness, so I have to play this boss again. But returning to the focus of this video, I want to speak about the updates or the version that is coming up to us for BTD6, the version 54 that is coming up to us, and all of the new things that are going to come with it. So, to start with this, we'll be getting the new paragon for the druid, the root of all nature. This is such a tough name, and yeah, coming with what the tower is going to do, it's even tougher. So, of course, it bestows a suit of primal blessings upon its most trusted Broben. Okay, so it gives Oben buffs. It generates cash on the size of banana farm Imperium, which means all banana farms on the map. Normally you have to have your druid in range, or at least the middle path has a range for banana farms to create money with them. Yeah, that doesn't exist anymore with the Paragon. The Paragon will be able to utilize them everywhere on the map for his money creation or generation. He generates money for each BAD that is popped, after each round, of course, and for each skull that a boss is popped. So that we finally get a tower that somehow interacts with skull of bosses. And giving it to the druid and giving it to money generation might be amazing. Like, I always thought to myself, when will they use this kind of gimmick? And they gave it to the druid, and I can't say, and I can't lie, this feels like a very good decision to give it to a tower that technically pops. Oh, wait, give me my pro banana farmer for the second time already. I don't know why. I hate this so much. And give it my upgrades. Come on. Actually, adaptive work, I guess, works too for selling them because I will be selling them. Uh, yeah, so attacks unleash a jet of electric force that ricochet between balloons to tear powerful groups apart, and the longer it can keep attacking, the faster it attacks. So it basically is a combination between all of the paths somehow with their gimmicks. That's pretty amazing. It's, in my opinion, amazing because this is how Paragons should be. The attack is created by sentient forest that tears apart balloons passively with restful storm. So if you watch a video, you maybe saw some like trees around the map. Yes, those trees attack, and of course the spirit of the forest spikes on the track or roots on the track still will be there with the Paragon. Of course, that just makes sense. Why would they just not keep this with this Paragon? It's just the most. If I think about the spirit of the forest, it's the most recognizable thing to me. So yeah, that makes sense that they keep that, of course. And yeah, with the ability that this tower will have, it's called Primal Wrath. You activate this ability and the druid becomes in his aggressive mode, like the bottom path, where it will drain money for damage boost. So yeah, that is it. Basically generates money, but it also drains money. So that's pretty interesting in my opinion. It kind of works. It works both ways, so it's awesome. It's very awesome, this tower. We get a new advanced map, Mushroom Grotto by Oski01. It was a competition winner map. It works with the Frontier lighting stuff, where you have to tap on the mushrooms to yes, so your towers can't see the balloons. If the mushrooms are not active, your towers can't see balloons and cannot attack them. This is how it works. It was shown pretty good in the video. It is also explained there New pro powers with Deathbot Prime, who has a Ledger Radius and Ambush Tech built-in. So it's, the top half gives damage boost and copies of the abilities that you trigger. The middle path gives in radius that you can link multiple towers, and towers in range of the protect bot can will also be triggered abilities if they have some. And to toggle automatic activations of and instead trigger all link towers and towers in radius at specific times. So that's pretty cool. And the bottom paths give the ambush points like the normal one has for the pro power. The ambush points will also grant kind of a, so the bottom path will also grants kind of a ability cooldown faster and can activate its own ability, which triggers all abilities and tech bot radius regardless of their cooldown state to activate, and with a 25% chance to reset their cooldown again. So it's basically gambling. I see the gambling potential, and I'm so happy with that because finally we get gambling into BTD6. The best game gets the best dynamic. Uh, and the Monkey Boost Pro is replaced by a high boost monkey that's in the top half grants towers extra range, counter detection, accuracy, or damage type, popping, and even allows towers to shoot through walls. So it basically gives them anything they can get from it. Every kind of buff that exists in the game that is kind of connected to another tower. Except for shooting through walls, this is kind of a one thing dynamic or ability that this tower kind of provides, I guess. So this is going to be, of course, new, but shooting through walls, we see that with the ninja monkeys, so that's not really new to us. The middle path gives shorter cooldown. Okay, this is why I placed the spike, by the way. And immunity to any stun or interruption. So this is basically very important for bosses. You know how bosses like the plus populous, like vortex, stun. Yeah, so this will make the towers with the hype monkey immune to this. This is very, very strong. And the bottom path can start 3 abilities and instantly relinquish these with monkey money, increases attack speed for all towers and radius at all time, and grants bonus damage to towers. So the new pro powers, of course, are way stronger than the precursors, but that is kind of the whole thing and theme. The new key feature of this update, because we finally get a new key feature, is the social seasons. The social seasons will work like this: play the game, get rewards for your team and globally. Every player can collect rewards by just playing the game. This merely provides a time frame for your rewards to be active until this next season arrives with its own new goals and rewards. So you can get different rewards, like, I don't know, it's explained somewhere. Rewards, you say, up to 5 temporary perks that can be unlocked through team progress and global progress. Yes, so you get perks. Cool. And of course, normal rewards that aren't time and limited based. Of course, they are limited to the mode, but they aren't limited for usage. So this is that is the important part of this. So you have to play maps on like in non-competitive modes, exclude champs, ranked, and submitted maps. Any perks earned during the social season will be usable by players until the next season. Yep, that's just basically social seasons. It's way harder than this, but I can't really explain it to you yet because I know I think how it's possibly is going to work and look, but I don't really have anything that good. We will get also a massive and finally Teams revamp. I said finally, and I never touched Teams, by the way. This is the funny part. This is the joke part of this statement. Yes, Nah, I would win. Nah, I would fumble. I fumbled that back a bit too much. Yeah, so teams are going to be a re-ramped. You don't have crowdfunding anymore, so people can invest what they ever feel like it. So they can have an opinion. You understand this? Leaders, your players and your teams can have an opinion on what to spend. If this opinion doesn't align with yours, they are free to do whatever they want. I'm just saying, what if I want to make a dictatorship, a corrupt leadership, and force anyone to work towards my goals? Yeah, this is impossible anymore. Sadly. Very sad. So, and of course you can up to 15 lands, 15 and 15 water decorations, instant teams for social seasons in order to streamline participation. Give me this. Probably able to quick join public teams with recent activity or quick create a team. We have also lowered the cost to create a team to 200 monkey money for more access. Brother, I created that shit when it was 5k. Okay. Mayor for a day is the biggest thing of the re-ramp, I kind of feel like, for a lot of us, and especially for my teammates if they actually are active. So if your team leader isn't active, you get the Mayor for a day button for other team members. So yeah, they became assistants basically. And if you use this 5 times, if one player gets this role 5 times, they become a permanent assistant. So this is a way of how to get players to play. And of course, if the mayor is still inactive after 90 days, their creation fee is refunded and they are actually getting degraded, which is crazy. Which is pretty crazy. And note, of course, to social seasons, they won't be active instantly. Social seasons will be not active instantly after the update. They will take some time, so it's not going to be instantly with the launch of version 54. Yeah. We get new achievements, of course, to seasons, yeah, with the points, new trophy store items, new social season items, and finally we come to the most interesting part of this, of the changes, the bosses. So bosses, if a boss is defeated in normal mode once in your whole account's lifetime, so that means that if your account beat a normal boss like I beat Psy right now, or already did before this video, that means that you will be always and you always will have the elite boss instantly ready and can jump into the elite boss instantly. So you don't have to play the normal boss. You still can, but you don't have to anymore. So that's pretty cool, I guess, for sweaty players. I don't know what to make of it. If normal bosses won't give you rewards anymore after this, which I don't believe. Just to disclaim, I don't believe they will be still giving rewards. You just can instantly skip to the elite boss if you wanted to do. Then we have the diamond bag, so the guy from the Frontier thing. For those who know, I actually still, again, I didn't play Frontiers, so I don't know. This is for now it was a Frontier Limited boss. Now it's going to appear in the normal game, boss rushes, you get it. And Rough Legends, of course. So the diamond bag is now implemented as a standard boss, not only a mode reliant boss. So that's pretty cool, I guess. It's a new boss. Of course it's a new boss. I didn't play the Diamondback because I don't have Frontier. How often am I going to say this sentence? I don't know. I should maybe make a count about this. For every time I say I don't have Frontier Legends, I pay $10 to my boyfriend. He's going to be rich. So Lich is going to be re-ramped too. Lich 1.0 is getting nuked. He's going to be destroyed, disintegrated even, if you want to say that. Yeah, it's going to be a rework. Dread Bloon Elite now has 7 skulls, so he has 7 skulls, and he now can after the 4th skull spot. So if you destroy his support class, he wait. I have to sort of he loops through his immunities. So that means if you pop support, he gets back to primary. If he loops, and it could be technically that he stays on support and then goes. Basically, he goes back onto what he was immune before already at one point. This is what this wants to say. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you. I love to have the Art Monkey Paragon, it's so stupid. Blast Purple is finally getting some changes. Pretty deserved. I hate this. Boss, it deserves destruction. It deserves to be nuked at any given point. I hate it so much. Every time I come back home and I see I have to post a Blast Purple video, I feel like the biggest. I feel like I'm going to throw up. I don't have better words for this than this. His fireballs are now going to be tied to his heat mechanics. Finally, by the way. Their fireballs weren't. He could shoot them out like he felt like it, but now he finally is going to be tied to the hit mechanic. If his heat is below 25, he won't shoot any. At 25, he will shoot one. At 50, or at least because he shoots them passively, so he will shoot in between 25 and 39. He will shoot one. Between 50 and 74, he will shoot two. Between 75 and I don't know if I don't know if 100 is going to change anything, but they say in stages of 25, so that means technically 75 to 99 he's going to shoot 3, and with 100% heat he will shoot 4, but he doesn't retain 100 heat, so I don't think this is going to be ever a thing. Just burning out the obvious, I guess. But using abilities that don't reduce heat will now generate extra heat with more heat generated the longer the ability cooldown is. Powers and heroes are actually excluded from that rule. I guess they had a deeper reasoning for that. I don't know. Now, Lich 2.0. So, we all know how problematic and weird Lich was. No, we don't. Bless Populous is way worse. But they stated this way. So, yes, he will be getting a re-ramp. Lich 2.0. He will now be a regrow property Bloon. So, what does that state? It has an interval. An interval means that, I guess, from second 1 to second 9. This is an interval, this time zone. This is an interval. And this interval, he can randomly heal a bit of his HP. So in an interval of 9 seconds, he can heal his HP. And yeah, this is basically his whole thing. It can be stripped or blocked, like the village has regrow blocker, so you can technically block his regrow. This is basically his whole new re-ramp, being a regrow Bloon. But it doesn't stop there yet. You may recall that if you sold towers, he would heal by that. No, he doesn't do that anymore. But now, as long as he's active, sale prices drop by 35%. Yes, so he now is a pig. He's now a stealing capitalist instead of a blood-sucking vampire. I don't know which is worse. And then we come to the fact that all of his... He also drains buffs, of course. And restores his regrow property. If he restores his property, his interval drops to 3 seconds, his first heal interval. So it means instead of between 1 and 9, he will heal between 1 and 3. So it can be after 2 seconds, 1 second, or after 3 seconds. This is what an interval means still. I love school. I just know I had to state that because actually the topic that I'm doing in maths is interval, so if I explain it wrong, just know that I also fucked up in my exam that I just wrote like before the holidays that I'm having right now. So yeah, he drains buffs from surrounding towers and regrows. Regrow property to itself, it has been removed. If it has been removed, the regrow property, they are talking about the regrow property. Of course, not about if that this has been removed because this is going to be introduced with the update, of course. I was confused, not you. Uh, yeah, health restoration instead has a one-time free interval. Mm, yeah, so you have a lot of regen stripping. Lich periodically spawns tombstones. Those tombstones have a taunt. We remember what has a taunt? Dread Bloon. So you towers will attack them instead of Lich, and those tombstones will block Pierce. So towers won't be piercing that easy through them, and they will be the points of spawning all the things that he spawns. So like these zombies energies that he spawns. I just have to do it for the love of the game, by the way. So yeah, the mobs that will spawn, mobs will also spawn there. So the mobs that he spawns will spawn at the given point, of course, of the totems. Yes, tombstones. I'm sorry. Mm, yeah, so they have a higher danger priority. That means your towers will be attacking them, and strong targeting will be kind of the thing. So they will have strong targeting. Lich will now still go ethereal, so he will still be invisible and untouchable. But instead of one soul Lich Bloon, he will be spawning three weaker ones. So finally, the obnoxious and absolutely fucking unironically worst thing about Lich finally is getting re-ramped, but it will spawn their own additional zombie mobs over time. In elite mode, he gets 3 soul balloons instead, so yeah, basically the soul gets split nowadays. And I hope that was everything for the update. That is actually important because later on it's just roguelike and frontier. So we are getting the new druid paragon. We are getting a boss now into the normal game. We are getting some new stuff when it comes down to with the seasons teams revamp. I just want to also show off that I don't think my team does anything. I don't want to talk down on them, but I'm just saying we aren't doing shit. You can clearly see that. Yeah, that's everything. And yeah, so we will get rerams with the following updates. I'm kind of hopeful. Have a great day. Have a great night. See you next time. Bye.